Oh, I don't know whether anyone's on or not. Just shift some stuff around. Just thought I'd do your live video from a different angle, what you don't normally ever see. And if you want to look around, then I'll move things around. But I just got to try and find this video on my channel so I can see the comments, because they come up weird on the phone. All right, Leonard. I'm just going to try and find this video so I can actually read the comments, because rather than on the phone, because they come up and they disappear in 5 minutes. Well, not even 5 minutes, in about 30 seconds. Soteriologist. All right, mate. Yeah, so just something different. I was a bit bored, so I thought I'd just do a bit of a live one. And like I said, you know, I do videos in this room all the time, but no one ever sees like any other position except for probably just on this table. So, all right, John. Ian Recovery. All right, mate. All right, so I'm just going to get these on here so I can see it properly. CJ, hello CJ. John Hannah, is that you? Barney, my cousin. Right, yeah, so if you want to see anything, you know, that side, or that side, then just ask me and I'll show you. Or any questions of any type, whatever, you know, anything you want. Who is it? All right, mate. It's absolutely anything. It's up to you, because to be honest, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Soteriologist. Come across to the States, contact me and we'll go canoeing. Well, that's a nice offer, mate. I do appreciate that. I'll just try to move something on the screen. Yeah, so anything. So you don't normally see this position, so I'll show you from this, maybe this position a bit better. What you can see there, that's a bit different. And this is where I'd normally sit. Normally sit here and do the videos just here. Leonard said, always welcome up the Highlands of Scotland, Mount. I'll look after you. Nice one, mate. Funny thing is, Miranda keeps saying she wants to go to Scotland. So if we ever do, I'll have to contact you. Yeah, so this is where I normally sit doing the videos. I don't know if you can see them, I've got lots of little weird reminders and ideas written down on bits of paper. Otherwise, I'll just forget them. There's a few traps up there underneath the book. A little rig up here to put the camcorder on that, and you can have it facing straight down, so you can do videos like that as well. Like I said, a few traps up there. Same one said, you sexy beast. Hope he means me. Yes, if you've got any questions, just ask away. You know, if you want to see anything, you know, To be honest, it's not quite like Mike's room where it's got all interesting things on the wall, you know. EM Recovery Outdoors Road said, I love Scotland so much I moved there. Right, EM. I didn't realise you could see me there, and on the screen you can see me, and on that screen you can see me as well. Like I said, any questions or anything, you know, don't hesitate to ask. Like I said, it was just a bit of a, I couldn't really think of nothing, so I just come on and just, you know. So Leonard said, what projects have you got coming up, Malk? So, well, one of them's definitely going to be a video for you, Leonard, about the, because in Mark Hovell's book, I'll just get it. In Mark Hovell's book, he's got some good techniques and ideas for, telling rat runs, so you can put like sand down. I'll do a video about this, but basically putting sand down, things like that, maybe flour like you said, and then you can tell whether a rat is using that run and in which direction it's running. Because he said, you know, the old style gin traps, you have to put them a certain, well, you used to have to put them a certain way, but if you knew what way the rat was running, you could put the gin trap in a certain way, and then it would definitely get the rat, if you know what I mean. Basically, so if you knew what way it was running, you could put it the way that the jaws would be rather than the spring. So otherwise, it would have to run over the spring first, you know, and it may not go there. But that's basically that. I've got loads and loads of ideas to just, you know, try and think of writing another book at the minute. Of Deadfall traps, like, you know, relatively simple ones, you know what I mean? Who's it said, my poor old XP computer doesn't do well with live. What, receiving it or actually trying to do a live video? Who's it? Because I don't bother, I don't never do live videos on the laptop. I always do the live videos through the phone. Something going off. Yeah, I've never actually tried to do it on the thing, if that's what you mean. But if you mean watching it, for some weird reason, my phone camera isn't the most amazing quality. It seems to flicker a bit, it seems. Leonard said, what's your favourite bait for pheasant traps, man? Well, all those pheasants I caught, you know, that on them last set of videos, was nearly always types of cornflakes. You know, different types of cornflakes. Anything cheap, I suppose. That's, you know, for me. But most of the time, it was cornflakes. I found, as long as you found a good area, then near enough anything would work. Anything edible. I've got a video coming up soon, which I've already filmed, about a weird pheasant bait, which I found out about by watching a pheasant do something. So I'll probably put it on in the next couple of days, and I'll try and get your one up, Leonard, about the sand. The funny thing is, there is modern methods of finding out where a rat run is, but you need to buy like this powder stuff and then a UV light. But you know, there's old style, easy ways of doing it. Leonard said, how long are you hanging your birds for? Well, to me, I know a lot of people don't like them hung for very long, and you know, they think they taste too strong. But it don't matter to me. But I'll just hang them for as long as, well, I don't mind 2 weeks if it's cold. But with me, I'll just do either. You know, if I want one there and then, I'll do one there and then. But if I happen to hang one for 2 weeks, it won't bother me, if you know what I mean. But I'll probably say about a week. I'm glad you're asking some questions, Leonard, because I can't think of nothing to say today. Because, like I said, it was just a spur of the moment video. The only problem with lives, you need to have people ask you questions. Soteriologist said, have you ever eaten a rat or mouse for survival training? Well, I've never eaten a rat, not a UK rat. Purely because I just think our ones are full of so many diseases that I just wouldn't. And the funny thing is, I'd even heard a rumour that the SAS, the one thing they're not allowed to eat, is rats from the UK. Now, whether that's true or not, or whether it's just a myth, but I definitely read that somewhere. And after reading that they wouldn't even eat them, I thought, not a UK rat. Maybe one what was, you know, living in a field or something, maybe. Well, and if it was a survival situation, definitely. But I don't want to risk anything in the good times. Do you know what I mean? When you don't need to. And Leonard said, do you skin or pluck? I prefer to skin. Well, just purely out of quickness and easiness, I always skin. Peach and said, hi, what's your favourite knife? And he said, and then a Mora. I don't know if I can get you, if I've got it in here. Hold on, I'll show you. So we've got a box here somewhere. Two favourites. Hopefully they're in this box. They may not be. This is sheath knives. Favourite kind of pen knives, I like the old Swiss Army knives and the German Army knives as well. But the two favourite ones, I've got a very similar looking knives, but price range is different. So that's one of my favourites, and this is my other favourite. And that one's a Castrum number 10 Swedish forest knife. And that one is a Condor Bushlaw. I bought it as a blade blank. And then I put the handle on myself. And I have got another blade blank somewhere. But I've just, oh here. You can buy them like that for relatively cheap. Just a blade blank. This one's already got, I've covered up the blade, but you can buy them like that and put a handle on them. Really cheap as well, like, you know, less than 20 quid. So I bought that and I made the handle, I made a Kydex sheath for it. You know, don't get me wrong, I love Moras, but I also like these. If Mora did a knife that looked more like this and had a wooden handle, it would be my ultimate favourite knife, but you know, I really like these. It's a nice knife, Condor. And I did a bit of shaping. I changed the shape there slightly in there. That's one of my favourites. Oh, and you can buy them, like, you know, like fully done with a really nice leather sheath for about, I think it's about 50, 60 quid. And that's the other one. Castrum number 10 Swedish forest knife. Really nice knife that is. Really thick as well. I'll definitely take that in the woods or anywhere if I had to, you know, have only one knife or something. They're my two probably my favourite knives. But you can't, you know, you can't fault a Mora or anything really. Leonard said if he plucks a pheasant, he goes down the beach. It's too messy. That's actually a really good idea to do that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Leonard said, I like the Decathlon knife. Yeah, this is a nice knife. Yeah, you know, the main reason I like these two, because I do like full tang knives. There's just something about full tang, you know, it's always going to be good, if you know what I mean. Whereas they're careful, there might be a little bit of doubt in your mind about a stick tang or a half tang knife. You just never know. But there's the Decathlon one, and that was dirt cheap. So far as I remember, it's like £7 or something. And apparently, the tang goes down to about there. You have to X-ray it or cut the handle off, but that's a nice knife for £7. It comes with the lanyard already on it, sheath. Yeah, that's a nice knife for the price. It's a Scandi grind, but it's stainless steel, but at least you know it's not going to rust, I suppose. Leonard said, favourite film. Favourite film? Oh, that's quite a hard one. I've got quite a few. I'll tell you some of my favourites. If I can ever think of the one I really like, and maybe, but I like a wide range. So I like The Terminator, you know, the original one. Jeremiah Johnson, early Death Wish films. Loads and loads and loads. One day perhaps I'll have to do a video about that or something, or do a live one. A lot of different ones. I can't, because I used to really, really like horror films as well. 80s and maybe early 90s horror. But I'll have to think what my actual favourite is and let you know. So, Teriologist said, do you think there will be social unrest in the UK? What, just in general, or just the way things are going, or because of the dreaded B word, Brexit? I don't know. At the minute, everything seems pretty calm and normal. But sometimes you can kind of see things beginning to stir up. But I don't know. There's something what seems to be, you know, it's a weird one, but it almost seems a lot of people in the UK can't be bothered to do anything about anything, if you know what I mean. You know, just let things just go, and whatever happens, happens. So I don't think there probably will be any like social unrest. Depends. People might get funny if Brexit happens or doesn't happen. Either, I think people could get weird and funny about it, but only time will tell. But like I said, I think, you know, the thing with UK people is a lot of us just seem to just let things happen and just, well, I don't know, it's weird. It's like they got their own thing to do and can't be bothered, which is a bit daft, really, because something you need to get involved in and do things. Peter Nat said, nice, I have the Condor Engineer Bolo machete. It's thick and it hits like a long axe. I've not seen that one, mate, but I do like a lot of the Condor stuff, nice and different stuff. Mike said, how long are you on for? I may go live a little later so I don't nick your viewers. Do you know what the weird thing was? I kept thinking, I wonder if Mike's live tonight. Shall I bother or not? Well, at the latest, I'd probably go till about, what's the time now? 9:30, maybe. It's just spur of the moment. I'm just sat here, no one else is in the house. It's the only time that no one's ever here, and I couldn't think of nothing to do, so I thought, oh, I'll do a live stream. Maybe 9:30, Mike, at the most, I reckon. That'd be a nightmare now. Malcolm, Mike will be on in a minute. Well, Leonard said, what would you prefer in a survival situation? Crossbow or an air rifle? what, like a long-term kind of survival situation. It's a good thing with an air rifle, especially if you've got a self-contained spring air rifle and a load of pellets. You've got a lot of ammo. As long as it's a self-contained air rifle like spring or gas ram or something, maybe an air rifle. But with the crossbow, you've got the benefit of maybe, if you're good, to remake the ammunition for it. It depends how long the situation for. If I knew it was kind of going to be a short-term situation where you may not run out of pellets, you know, an air rifle. But if it's going to be long-term, permanent, maybe for ages, then crossbow. Right, so everyone, Mike said he's going to start this about 9-ish, half 9-ish. Alright, Sam. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. Just sat here and I thought I'd do a live stream for once. Like I said, I kept thinking, I wonder if Mike's doing one tonight or not. Well, it turns out he is, but, you know. Yeah, I'm alright, yeah. Funny thing is, I was having a lot of trouble sleeping lately. It was making me really tired, because I stupidly bought a new mattress for my bed. And it was so uncomfortable that I just couldn't sleep. And it was making me tired all day long. And just really, like I said, really, really tired. Just couldn't bother to do anything. Lack of sleep is a nightmare. Oh, and then from the crappy mattress, I was then getting a bad back as well. So it's difficult. But I don't seem too bad today. I feel pretty good. You know, back to normal. The Peter Net said, have you used water purification tablets before? Going to buy some just to take camping back up. Apparently they make the water taste like 100% they do, yeah. I got the ones, I can't remember what they're called now. They're the common ones you can get, you know, come in a little strip and you open them. Tiny, tiny little tablet. But yeah, 100% they definitely make water taste like chlorine. But I would always take them and some sort of metal pot to boil water in. And something to strain water as well. Even if it's just like a tightly woven cloth would do it. But definitely always take them with you. But they do, yeah, they do. They make water taste like chlorine. I carry some in my work bag because in the summer, if I ever, you know, end up with a place where I can't get water, cause sometimes, you know, there's no one around, I carry some just in case. Or I need to purify water, you know, just to drink. Leonard said, what kind of trap would you set in this sort of situation? I.e., bird, rabbit, squirrel. Well, I think I would probably try and go for birds, me personally. Because this is my opinion. Most birds are way weaker than mammals. You know, birds don't have teeth, don't have claws. You know, they haven't even got no front claws. They've just got wings and a beak. So most birds are a lot weaker, in my opinion, than mammals. So I would try and go for birds if they were around. If it turned out there weren't no birds around, then I'd have to try and figure out what the next, you know, kind of species of animal was in that area and go for them. But if there was birds, more than likely go for birds. That's it. Yeah, Leonard said Oasis. That's the one. Yeah, definitely. Sam said, I know what you mean about the sleep. I put a couple of wooden blocks under the legs and head of my bed. Helps the back a lot. I'll have to try something like that. The funny thing is, it all kind of started off, because this room is small, I have a folding bed. I had this really thin mattress on, but I used to feel like, I would just get on it and I'd feel really comfortable and just sleep straight away. But I was noticing I was kind of waking up as though I hadn't slept, if you know what I mean, but I had. And the funny thing is, Mike said to me about was I snoring a lot, and perhaps it was sleep apnea or something. So I thought I'll buy a new mattress, a much thicker one, and it seemed at first to make things 10 times worse, really bad. But now, like I said, it seems to be getting better, and the mattress seems to be getting more comfortable. But I tell you what, when you got lack of sleep, Well, you probably know lack of sleep really does you in badly. Soteriologist said, have you ever hunted anything with a slingshot? I have, yeah, and was successful. Pheasants. But like I said, I think partly that is because they're pretty dumb, they're pretty slow. They seem to stand around. I'm not going to lie, they seem to stand around a lot. And body shots aren't no good. Well, not the one I had. But headshot that got that good, and that was with a wooden catapult with single Asda grey, like elastic or whatever, what they call it, exercise elastic, the grey stuff, single bands, they're not doubled, and about, I don't know, less than an inch thick bands. And I got it good with 9.5 steel ball bearings. Because I can't hit a squirrel with too fast. I haven't had a chance to go for a rabbit, but a pheasant, got pheasants before. Leonard said, favourite food. I've got a few of them like films as well. It sounds weird. This is going to sound terrible. I absolutely love a greasy fry up. Well, no, perhaps not so greasy, but I love a fry up. Sausage, egg, bacon, beans, runny eggs. Love stuff like that. But at the same time, I also love things like absolutely love seafood as well. So, things like paella, seafood, prawns, mussels, cockles, anything like that. I love them as well. I like curries and things like that, but it's a bit of a weird one. I just like a bit of everything, but I do like a fry up, and I do like seafood a lot. Sam said, birds are dumb, pretty harmless, and usually more numerous than other animals. Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts on it as well. Yeah, if you got like a massive hawk or something, they might be able to do some damage to you. But a pheasant, you grab it out of the thing, that's not going to do much damage at all to you, And to be honest, if you just grabbed it by the head and pulled it, you'll just pull its head off and kill it. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like trying to deal with a wild cat in a trap or something, which is, ripped the trap apart or can it rip you apart when you go near it. So Teriologist said sleep apnea is bad. Well, I'm not saying I have got sleep apnea, but it was just a thought, if you know what I mean. It made me think of other things. So Sam said a mattress is a lot like a horse or a woman. It has to be broken in for a while before you know whether it's a good one. Yeah. Richard Weapon Smith said evening, mate. Mike's comment is held for review. Said anyone wondering, I'll be on my live stream 9:30. I'll tell you what my favourite drink is, Leonard. Water or coffee. My two favourite drinks. I don't really drink anything else at all. Soteriologist said, I've got your simple homemade traps book. It's awesome. No, cheers, mate. I really appreciate that you got that. Anyone who kind of gets more stuff, I really, really, honestly do appreciate it. So everyone's just saying all right to each other. Yes, I'm writing another book at the minute. Deadfall traps. Funny enough, it'll have a couple of the ones from the simple or the basic survival traps in it, and various other ones as well. I might do that. Zulu has a few of your books. Have you seen his video he did? Actually, I hope I that one. No bullfrog. Hi kids, stop by to say hello. Hello, mate. Material just said, how's your cold steel hollow handle knife holding up? Still got it. At the minute, it's currently inside a ready-made bug out bag. So I haven't used it for a while, but I thought that was a good knife, but well, it is a good knife, but I put it away inside a bug out bag. That's the only problem doing that, because then you can't never use it, but let's keep digging it out. Luke's Pursuit said, how's Luke doing? Yeah, I think he's been doing a lot of fishing lately, and I keep saying to him, you've got to do videos, but I don't know what's the matter, but he's still fishing, he's still doing stuff, but the filming wise, I don't know what's gone on, whether he's just kind of gone off doing them. I don't think he has, because he keeps saying to me he's got plans of doing videos, but it's just doing them, I suppose, or getting them on YouTube. The Bullfrog said, good first live stream. Cheers, mate. Leonard Christopher said, you and Mike should do another joint stream. Yeah, no, we should do, really. But it's just, I mean, it just comes to the evenings and someone's doing something else and someone's doing another thing, and you know it goes. Iron Man Spartan said, all right, mate, good to see you, mate. Cheers, mate. Good to see you too. The Bullfrog said, Uncle Al is back from hospital. I had a little seize last night. Oh, I hope you're all right, mate. I hope you know, I hope they can do something for you, whatever, you know. You know, hopefully they can it's treatable or whatever, you know what I mean? So Soteriologist said, do you live near the coast? Have you ever fished salt water? I've never fished salt water. I think Luke probably has, but I haven't, no. Sam said, Leonard, they are rarely seen in the same spot at the same time. Kind of like Bernie Sanders and AOC Cortez here in the States. Many think they are the same person. Iron Man Spartan said, can you make lethal traps for display purposes? Yeah, well, I'd think so. Because, so far as I know, there's no law there's no law against making whatever trap you want, as long as it's for display purposes. Because it's the same as the gin traps. You can get great big gin traps that was meant for a man, you know, but as long as you're not using them, you can keep them as a display piece, definitely. Oh, and also depends what you say is lethal, because I suppose gun traps you could be a little bit dodgy, or other types of, you know, homemade man traps. I don't know. I'm 99% sure that if they're for display purposes, it'd be entirely fine. The Bullfrog said, sorry I missed some of your great videos. We'll try and catch up, Malcolm. Been pushing your channel here in America. Oh, I appreciate that, mate. I get on watching yours as well, because a lot of people's I watch, but I don't comment, or just end up, you know, missing people's videos. But I ought to, you know, make more of an effort myself as well. So Leonard said, is it legal to catapult? Right, so far as I know, 99% sure it is legal to hunt with a catapult, but there's a couple of like weird kind of stipulations with it, you can't use stones. So apparently you can hunt with a catapult if you're using metal ball bearings, maybe marbles. The intent has to be to kill and not injure, and you can't use stones because one of the animal welfare laws is an animal stones to death. So by using stones in a catapult, you're stoning an animal, if you know what I mean. So as far as I'm aware, 99.99% sure it is legal with permission and with steel ball bearings. Stereology said, did you ever improve on your Kydex blade lock for the Swiss Army knife? I would buy one if you sold them. Yeah, the funny thing is I never bothered doing it again. It was something I kept thinking about all the time. That was one thing I really wanted. I did think about doing it with not using Kydex and using. Originally I wanted to make it out of metal, some sort of metal thing over, but I've yet to find the metal thing what I can make it out of, if you know what I mean. When I find something what looks like it would do it, I will do it. But and maybe like a metal cap or something with a slit cut in it. But yeah, I definitely wanted to do that, and I wanted to just have it on like a little, have it on the end of your lanyard, what you could just put on then. But when I come across something, I'll definitely do some more about that. Sam said, my ex-girlfriend had a lethal trap. It was always on display too. Iron Man Spartans, have you seen the survival movie called The Grey, about a plane crash survivors being hunted by a pack of wolves? The one with Liam Neeson in it? Because if so, I like that film. That's pretty good. Leonard said, I use marbles every time. 99% sure the only stipulation about catapults is you cannot use stones. And that's it. I'm sure it doesn't say it has to be metal ball bearings, but it cannot be stones, and your intent has to be to kill. And then it's legal, you know. I'm with permission. Sam said Arizona legalised nunchucks last week. Hold my beer. The Bullfrog said, okay, Malcolm, have a great live stream. Latest kids, latest man. See you later, mate. Good to see you. Peter Nate, talking to Richard Webber Smith. Oh, Leonard said, like Marcus commented on one of your videos, you should do a figure 4 trigger template. I'll definitely do something about that. Strangely, that was partly why I'd done those figure 4s like that. I wanted to make a figure 4 so simple to make that you could just mass produce them yourself through templates. But it was just to kind of show you, you know, that you could do it. But if I can think of something, and maybe, you know, put them on eBay for dirt cheap or something, or I'll send some people them for nothing. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's definitely a good idea. Iron Man Spartan said, yeah, Liam Neeson, great movie. No, it was a great movie. Ian Mangum said, what's your name? Cathcart Robert A. What you got in the back? Robert A. M60 Rambo John J. How could I forget? The funny thing is, Leonard, when you said what's my favourite film, one of my favourite films is First Blood, the very first Rambo film. That's an excellent film. Sam said, weren't you working on a figure 4 type template a while back, man? Yeah, I more than likely was, Sam. To be honest, half the time I can't never remember anything, but bad, terrible, bad memory. But more than likely I was, definitely. Monk with a bowl haircut said, hey mate, I thought you would have been watching the Eurovision Song Contest tonight. Nah, I'll be alright. Don't fancy that one. Iron Man Spartan said, did you ever make wicker fish traps? Well, funny enough, no. I had a couple of like net made, but those proper ones, fish traps, and used them in a river. I never actually made any. Just seemed a lot of effort for what. When I put my ones in, all I got was tiny little tiddlers. I know that's probably, you know, that's something to use for something, but it seemed where I was using them, that would have been a lot of effort for kind of nothing. If well, not nothing, but the small reward. Pheasant trap instead and caught something bigger. Do you know what I mean? Peter Nat said, can't believe people watch that song contest crap. Iron Man Spartan said, would you rather trap a bear or a cow? Well, I'll tell you what, I'd rather trap a bear purely because I've seen a deadfall trap, a massive deadfall trap made out of 2 logs with a bear caught inside it. So it's definitely doable, and it definitely can be done. But lion, I don't know. Mind you, a bear, in my opinion, is way more dangerous than a lion. In my opinion, a massive grizzly bear. I think a massive grizzly bear would kill a lion outright. But like I said, I have seen a trap, just a normal deadfall trap. Like I'm not sure of the trigger. But it was just a normal 2 logs, one across, and 1 log came down, and that was enough. I got a bear. I've seen an old picture of it. Yeah, boy 69 said, can you show us your tattoos? Some tattoos there. Some tattoos there. Some there. And there's some others, but show you backwards if you want. Don't know if you can see that. Some there. And some on my guts as well. Ones on my back are really faded now. Faded nearly to nothing. Leonard said, first nah, it is excellent fun. Richard Rolfe said easier to do long line and less messing about. Is that to do with the fishing? Peter Knight said let it go. Let it go. Yeah, Sam said better be a kill trap 3 for 1. Oh, could you imagine going to catching a or a lion and going up to that and that thing's absolutely mad and still alive? Oh god. Yeah, like I said, I've seen a very old picture, an old black and white picture of a bear dead in a deadfall trap using massive, you know, mind you, the logs are like this, and there's one where it puts its head in and it comes down and in there. It's just basically an ordinary deadfall trap, but on a massive scale. All right, Marcus, good to see you on, mate. Mark said, what's for you doing a live stream? I like it. To be honest, I was just sat here. I said earlier on, I was just sat here. The house is completely empty for once. And I had nothing to do, so I thought, I'll just try a live stream. And Leonard had mentioned your what you'd mentioned to me about the templates for traps. I'll see if I can work something out. I'll send you one for nothing because you sent me the book. You know what I mean? Sam said Mark also has the letter M tattooed on each cheek when he bends over and says "Mum." If he can't wheels, it says "Wow, Mum, wow, Mum." Duke said, "I can see you liking the Mac lads back in the day." Simon Gray's comment then was held for review. I don't know why. I didn't hold it for review. So do you think the world is going to end proper? Crap hit the fan. I don't know. It's hard to say. At this time now, everything seems pretty normal-ish, if you know what I mean. You never know what the future holds. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. Hard to say. Richard Weapons said you'd probably want to bring a boar spear minimum protection if you were planning to trap a bear or a lion. Well, like I said, if I had to have a choice of doing it, I would go for the bear because I've seen proof that it can be done. Otherwise, and I think 100% it's got to be a kill trap. 100%. Yeah, boy said, where do you plan to bug out? To the woods, mountains, etc.? Don't know, anywhere other people aren't, if you know what I mean. Bear claw would be a cool trophy if you killed a bear. Yeah, definitely. Or make a jacket out of it or something. Simon Gray said, I think it's going to happen. Be prepping. Well, I've always got my stuff in that. I've got a bug out bag and things like that. Then they said, you planning any outdoor overnights this summer, Matt? Maybe. I don't know. It just always ends up recently that on the weekends there's always things I've got to be doing and things like that. So I don't get much time off to do anything. Lee Roberts. All right, Lee. He said, how would you preserve your cat? I guess smoking and so on, and what storage? Well, Simon said, I love your channel, mate. Cheers, Simon. So, Lee, funny enough, I did a test on pheasants. See, one good thing about birds and pheasants, which can be hung for, 2 weeks, just killing it and hanging it up in a shady place means that you can store a piece of meat for up to 2 weeks. It's going to get stronger and stronger tasting, but like I said, I've done it in a tree in the garden. Put it in a bag, a loose bag, just to make sure no flies and that are gone. But flies will get on them anyway. But that's definitely an option, just hanging birds up. But yeah, smoking, salting if you could get it. You're not really probably going to have airtight containers, but I think drying it out is definitely going to be your way. Marcus said, Malk, don't forget, if you need a good moderator, then I'll always step up if needed. No, 100%, mate. Is, I don't know how to do it, though, if you know what I mean. I don't know how you make someone a moderator. I'm going to see now quickly. Tell me if you are one. I think you are a moderator right now. John B said, bug out on an oil rig. Yeah, that'd be a good idea if you can get there. Sam said, Marcus, I thought the same and realised my standards are low, my morals are gone, and what are values? Iron Man Spartan said, do you have a fire still? As in a... what, like a ferro rod? Or the old-fashioned ones where you actually use a piece of flint and a piece of steel? I've got one here. I've got loads of them. I've got one here, like a weird one. Someone sent me this one. It's got like torch on it, some Morse code things, compass on the end, and it's got a magnesium rod and a ferro rod as well. And I think you can put tinder in there if you wanted to, or a little mini survival kit or something. I'm probably going to go on for about another 5 minutes maybe, because Mike said that he wants to do his one, or maybe 10 minutes. Marcus said power. Guy the Hoftwat. Guy the Hoftwat said, what is the biggest danger in a stranded while alone survival situation? Your attitude, the elements, weather and temperature, hunger first. Well, I would say, well, the first two, see, hunger, that's not really, you know, you could survive for, what they reckon, 3 weeks without food, 3 days without water, 3 hours in really bad weather, and I suppose if you've got a really bad attitude and you give up straight away, and you've had it straight away if you just give up. So probably the way you've written it there. So attitude, elements first, and then hunger. You need to have the will to live, you know, and want to carry on and do something. Zed not Z said didn't get a notification when it's typical. Nah, it always is. Yeah, alright, Matt. Good to see you, mate. You said you watched them. I got home and the house was empty, so I just thought I'd do a live. Mike said like setting up his live stream now, be on in 5 minutes. Alright. Well, Mike, come on here and say when you're going to do it, and I'll turn mine off. Guy Hoffman said, what are the most important survival items? Water purification device, fire starter, water and a knife, water purification device, a tarp for cover, a knife and a lighter. I suppose it all depends where you are. What it's normal nice weather and you was near a river, then you might just want so much to purify water, and then, you know, kind of make hunting tools and things like that, and a shelter. But if you was in a place that was freezing cold, you're going to want definitely something to make shelter and heat, you know, fire. So I suppose personally, all, you know, different situations, isn't it? All right, yeah, Guyver Hoftwat written it slightly better, so I can understand it better now. All right, one of the most important survival items: one, water purification device and a fire starter. water and a knife, water purification device and a tarp, or a knife and a lighter. Well, I'd probably say out of that, water purification device, maybe a tarp, or water purification device and a fire starter, because purifying water without a metal tin or something is going to be a hard thing to do. Fire can be replicated and made. If you got a flint, a knife can be replicated and made. A really good shelter, a quick good shelter, could be made, but would be easier with a tarp. So it's a hard one to say on that one. Water purification device and a fire starter. So maybe for me, water purification device and a tarp for cover. That would quickly get you sheltered and some water, and the rest of the stuff you could make while you had that stuff, I suppose. You know what I mean? Matt said, me and Happy are here. Nice one. Michael said, you should do more streams, Matt. No, I will do. I don't know what stopped me doing them. Well, I know what did. It was a lot of the time the house is so full, there's so much noise, that it just seems a nightmare to do videos, if you know what I mean. Z.Z said, most people in the UK who get themselves dead in the UK outdoors die of what the papers call exposure. They get cold and wet and die of it. Yeah. Well, that's the rule of three, I suppose. 3 hours in extreme weather, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. Leonard said, brilliant impromptu stream, Mel. You should make it regularly. Now, I'll think of a day I can do it. A day that will be quiet, and I'll carry it on. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike's going live, so I will carry on here. If anyone wants to go over to Mike's, you can. But I will actually carry on my one, as is a fair few people here, if you know what I mean. Sam said, Iron Man, just putting a lot of green foliage in a plastic bag and hanging it works better than wrapping around a few leaves on a tree. The more green foliage, the more water. Yeah, I must have missed a question there. Richard Ralston, location and skill level. Not sure what you mean. Oh, yeah. On about a bug out place. John B said, if you're in America, most people will have a gun and steal everyone else's stuff. Yeah. Marcus said, Zed, remember that senior policeman who committed suicide by staying out in the snow? Zed, not Z, said, unless they have an accident that is here in the New Forest when people die from getting a hoof to the head from a New Forest pony, vicious buggers they can be. Soteriologist said, you remind me of my best friend growing up. Take care, Matt. Cheers, mate. Marcus said, yep, I'd love a figure 4 template. I will work something out, Marcus. Send me an email. Marcus Rayner, see you, mate. Good evening. Good to see you, mate. I'm probably gonna. I said I was gonna go off, and when Mike did his, but I'll stay on for a while. If anyone wants to go to Mike's, you can, whatever. But Sam said, great seeing you live again, Mount. Cheers, and all the best of the family. Cheers, Sam. Richard Ralph says, split the screen and watch both channels. That's actually a good idea. Matt said, see you Wednesday night for a suit fitting. Yeah, I'll see you then, mate. Marcus Rainer said, no, watching from afar like a well-trained sniper. Yeah, I didn't realise Mike was going to do a live stream. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done one at the same time. But like I said, it was a spur of the moment. Because like I said, the house is very full nowadays, and a lot of people are doing making a lot of noise in the house. That's why, that if you notice, I started doing more videos in the garage again because it's just so much noise. Sam said, since Mike isn't doing the horror story stream, let me tell you yesterday's nightmare. Yeah, tell us, Sam. Leonard Christie said, what's your EDC at work, Mark? Well, I always carry a Swiss Army knife. I've got a little thing with a lighter in it, some paracord. I used to carry loads of stuff, but then realised I was never actually using any of it and probably wasn't going to ever use it. I've always got a lighter, a Swiss Army knife, another small penknife. Well, actually, I can dig it out one day and show you. I even used to carry a little metal cup and everything. And said, my daughter-in-law is going to a beauty college. She needed to do a military type hairstyle. My thoughts were, no one can F up a high and tight. I was wrong. Marcus said, I carry loads of EDC, too much. Yeah, no, like I said, I used to have in my bag a spoon, a little metal cup, and in that it had a tiny little multi-tool, lighter. We used to carry a little small net, all sorts of stuff. But I realised I wasn't actually going to use none of it. Because some of it, purely, I thought it would just be handy for doing YouTube videos. But I just was not using it at all. It was weighing the bag down. So, I had a bit of tin foil in it and everything. But I've changed that now to, like I said, always a Swiss Army knife. Always a lighter. You know what, off the top of my head I can't think, but them two, always a Swiss Army knife at the very least, and a lighter. Marcus said, I'm a torch flashlight nut, got hundreds. The funny thing is, I got a load now, because every birthday I get given a torch by Mike. Got me this nice one for the last birthday. Light one. Got one of these slightly bigger ones. It does come out a bit as well, but I'll probably keep it in like that. But you get the idea with that. Quite like this torch, because it's got a glass breaker on it. That'd be handy for breaking a window if you got trapped in a car, if you know what I mean. And that goes back down by a button. That's cheap when you get them from a garage, Marcus. So it's got a seatbelt cutter and it's got a load of like little crappy I mean, really crappy little. But I just, to be honest, I took the blade out of it just for not our laws are like over here. Sam said, obviously about his haircut, I had to fix it myself in the mirror. But I should see how bad it was. If I can make it better in the mirror with clippers, stuff like that. Marcus said, I went through a crew cut phase. I liked it, but it looked like a bouncer. Funny enough, I always cut my hair myself. Sam said, I'm still waiting on the cup priority, so I was like, do you know what? I'm waiting to get a cup which hasn't got a rolled over rim, because I've got some ideas for a cup where part of it I might sharpen up into a blade, maybe make a cover for it, drill holes in various places for other things, and then I'll show you it then. Marcus said, nice, Mark. Leonard said, ever make your own arrows, Mark? I used to make my own arrows all the time when I was really into bow making. But I found this, it's a weird excuse, but over time, I keep messing around with bows. It's given me a bad elbow. And when I pull a bow back, it makes my arm click really badly. And then for the next 3 days, I'll have a bad elbow. So because I kind of went off making bows, then obviously I never made arrows again. But yeah, I would make like some, and I would get some what worked really good, and a couple what didn't, and a couple what didn't I'd always put aside, and no, I have made arrows before. Yeah, I've probably got some real old videos doing that. Marcus says, Mount, those cheap tin cups these days are crap. Yeah, I had a nice one. I think I got it from a charity shop. It's stainless steel as well, so I'm not to look for one like that. Leonard said, do you prefer a bow or a crossbow, mate? I like bows a lot, but like I said, now with my arm getting a bad weird elbow, for me I think I would prefer a crossbow, because at least you can use it while you're injured, if you know what I mean. I've got a little pistol one here, which I lent Mike. I've got a rifle one as well. I've got one of these Armex ones. Got one of these ones. I've got a rifle one, like I said as well, but it's a compound one. Got the old bolts there. These are pretty good with the cocking lever like that. It makes it nice and, well, not easy, but I mean, it's a lot easier than trying to pull it against your chest or your or against your stomach, whatever. Marcus said, I'm going to try a blowpipe sometimes. Tim Wells has brainwashed me. Do you want me to tell you a really weird thing, Marcus? You might need to look this up. Apparently, I don't want to spoil your fun, but apparently, blowpipes, blowguns are illegal in the UK. If you look up the law, they're classed as an offensive weapon. Apparently they're completely banned. Now, that's the weirdest thing ever, but a blowpipe like that, have a look online. Apparently, blowpipes are completely illegal in England. Hence why you've never seen me make a video of anything like that. I'm 99.99% sure that the law is they're completely illegal, which is totally weird and bizarre, isn't it? Let's have a look. Sam said, sharpen the top edge of your EDC cup to stab the bear or lion in the trap. Richard Rolfe said, it's a shame you can't hunt with them in here. And you go, yeah, it's a shame. Sam said, oh, speaking of cheap crap, reference to a spring video, I compared some fencing wire, nearly 100 years old, to the new wire, way different. Yeah, Leonard said they are illegal. Mark said, yeah, I heard, Mel, even for backyards. Apparently so, like, which is so bizarre. But that's our weird, UK laws. It's absolutely weird. Sam, not sure if you're on yet or not, but they legalised nunchucks in Arizona last week. Marcus Rain said you'll have to settle for a pea shooter. Marcus. I know you, man. Marcus Brackley said no. They were outlawed then. We called them rice flails way back when. Yeah, that old blowgun thing. I couldn't believe that when I read that. The weird things was, apparently, like I said, completely banned. Like if you get caught with one in your house, it's illegal. Leonard said, blowpipes are illegal, but catapults are legal carry. Classed as toys. True story. No, yeah, I agree with that. Very, very odd. Sam said, Marcus, yeah, been illegal to carry nationwide since the 80s. You could own them, but not carry them. Richard Rolfe said, have a great night, all. Have a great night, mate. Yeah, have a look online, Marcus, about the blowpipe thing, just to double check it. But I'm 99.9% sure it's like completely illegal. Like, I don't know what, but yeah, apparently completely illegal. Well, they've banned like hand claws and stupid crap like that. Well, or if you do make one, don't do a video of it anyway. Nah, your UK for laws is so peculiar and so weird. Come on up. Sky. Sky, come here. Come here. Sam said I would take a baseball bat over nunchucks any day. Yeah, I think I would as well. Marcus said, yeah, you're right, Mel. Then he said to Sam, short iron bar. Yeah. Well, anything one-handed for me. So you can do stuff with your other hand. Come up, Sky. Sky, come here. Come here. There's one of the dogs. Not very happy, sat on my lap. Who's that? Marcus Rayner said, I blame Sir Arthur Conan Doyle for the ban on blowpipes. He scared the Victorians to death with his penny dreadfuls. Sam said, Marcus, you are a trivia king. Sam says, what can be done one-handed? Tell you what, I'll go for 5 more minutes up to 10 o'clock. Like I said, you filthy animal. Yeah, so I was originally going to do like a live tour around the room, but only if anyone asked where they wanted to go, if you know what I mean. But no one did, so we just kind of left it in this position. Marcus Rainer said, lovely dog, Mount. Cheers, Marcus. I'll show you. Hold on. See if I can see. That one is Sky. And then, if you can see that, that one is Bella. And she's a fair bit older. She's about 10 or something, and the other one's about 8. Bella, what's that? Who's that? Oh. I'm all sleeping here. One of them sleeps on there. The other one sleeps on that bed down there. But in the night, they constantly keep moving all the time, which is weird. Oh, good dogs. One's a staff, one's a kind of crossbreed mongrel, really, if you know what I mean. But then we'll go over to Marcus. Marcus Brackley said, and we'll go over to Mike's. All right, yeah. In 4 minutes' time, at 10 o'clock, we'll go over to this live stream. I will. I'll come over as well. Marcus Brackley said, Len, is he buffering? Yeah, on my thing it's buffering as well. Hey, look, they've just swapped over. They started. Oh, I didn't. No, sorry. One went out the room. There's that one there. Yeah, they didn't. They hadn't started swapping. They just started leaving the room. Leonard said, can't beat a good dog. My channel is usually my dogs. I'll have a look, Leonard. Sam said, man's best friend. Good puppies. Yeah. I'll have a look at your thing, Leonard. Marcus Rainer said, my last dog was a staff. 18. Not been able to have a dog since then. Cool, 18. I hope these live for long like that as well. That'd be brilliant if they did. Like I said, she's about 10. Bella's about 10 and Sky's about 8 or 9. And they're both like really going grey, all in their face. And lovely dogs though, absolutely brilliant. Got such characters. In the night, she'll kick this off in the night, and or have it over the top of her and weird things like that. Think of some themes to do on the live videos, otherwise they get a little bit you know, hard to think of what to do or say unless people's actually commenting or, you know, asking things, if you know what I mean. Sermonator89 said, hi mate, hope you're well. Nice to see you, mate. Minutes, I'm afraid. I hope I haven't missed no comments out, but Leonard said, I'd love my dogs to live to 18. My best mates love them more than the bird. Nah, dogs are absolutely brilliant though. They don't argue, you know, they don't. You know. I don't know about yours, but mine at the minute is buffering. I don't know if it's buffering your end or not. Sam said most of the regulars on yours and Mike's channel's chatty as hell, not hard for topics. So that's good. And said unconditional love us dogs, yeah. Marcus said like-minded people, Sam. Sam said no, I didn't, Marcus. Right, shall we go over to Mike's then? Apparently he's got his one going. So we'll go over to Mike's. I'll start turning this off. So if I can think or find out a day when Mike ain't doing his live streams, and then I'll start doing some more regular ones if people want them. If you want to see them, if you don't, you know. Oh, before we go though, I'll just read what Marcus Rayner's saying. He said, hardest thing I had to do was make the decision to have him put down after he had a stroke. Good luck with yours, Mark. Well, the funny thing is, before these two, we had a Yorkshire Terrier. And I absolutely loved that dog, right? And that we had to have put down. And that was so devastating that I said I didn't want another dog ever again. You know what I mean? That sounds weird, but I said, oh, I just can't bear that. It was awful. But then one day she came home with a dog. You know, and I couldn't exactly say no when she brought it back. And then 2 years later, she came back with another dog. But it's so horrible that I thought, oh, I didn't really want another one. Do you know what I mean? You know, just purely because it's so horrible. But I know what you mean, Marcus, and I do appreciate it. Do you know what I mean? Leonard, tin cup you've got there, Malk, is the one I meant. Top brim comes off. Yeah. Oh, I know what you're on about. Yeah. Yeah. Marcus said, Sam said, Marcus, I put my 15-year-old lab down myself. About killed me doing it. Yeah, it would. Sam said you can do it quick. Marcus said you can do it quickly though. And Marcus Rain said, thanks, Mal. It's been a great evening. Well, like I said, I'll see if I can get on a bit more regular doing them. So we'll go over to Mike's now. And see what he's going on about the offensive weapons bill thing, because that's a pretty, you know, hot topic at the minute, so it's probably worth talking about. And our country for laws on weapons and stuff is absolutely mad and ridiculous. Right, I'm going to turn this off now. So I do appreciate you coming on, truly do. Cheers, Marcus. Both Marcuses, Sam, Leonard, everyone else who came on, I really do appreciate it. Seeing if there's anyone else. Right, I'll see you on Mike's one. I'm going to turn this off now if I can figure out how to do it. Right, see you later. Thanks for watching.